always wanted to visit Montgomery, which was the birthplace of George Herbert, and here we are in the Montgomery Church. George Herbert was 3 when his father died, and his mother then shortly after moved away from Montgomery with all her children. But his mother, Magdalena Herbert, had this tomb built, a wonderful tomb for her husband, Richard. The two of them lie here together, Magdalena at the front, Richard at the back, and in this wonderful setting with her 8 children behind, of whom George is the 7th. Above the tomb here is a wonderful inscription. Here lieth the body of Richard Herbert, Esquire. You might expect after that to have all his achievements, but not a bit of it. Magdalena then wants to ensure that her memory is preserved in this tomb. Here lieth the remains of Herbert Esquire, Richard Herbert Esquire, whose monument was made at the cost of his wife, daughter to Sir Richard Newport of Hierarchal in the county of Surrey, knight deceased of Dame Margaret, his wife, daughter and sole heir to Sir Thomas Bromley, knight, late Lord Chief Justice of England. What an important person Magdalena must have been, her family. And one of the executors of the late king, of most famous memory, King Henry VIII, Anno Domini 1600. A wonderful, wonderful irony that actually Magdalena married again. And she's married with buried with her other husband in the church in Chelsea. But this monument is a classic example of that sense of importance of the remains, the importance of the memory. And what I want to do is to read a poem that George Herbert wrote about church monuments. And in it, he reflects on the fact that actually monuments such as these just gather dust, and it is to dust that we all will return. Church monuments. While that my soul repairs to her devotion, here I entomb my flesh, that it betimes may take acquaintance of this heap of dust, to which the blast of death's incessant motion, fed with the exhalation of our crimes, drives all at last. Therefore I gladly trust my body to this school, that it may learn to spell his elements, and find his birth written in dusty heraldry and lines, which dissolution sure doth best discern, comparing dust with dust and earth with earth. These laugh at jet and marble, put for signs, to sever the good fellowship of dust and spoil the meeting. What shall point out them, when they shall bow and kneel and fall down flat to kiss those heaps which now they have in trust? Dear flesh, while I do pray, learn here thy stem and true descent, that when thou shalt grow fat and wanton in thy cravings, thou mayest know that flesh is but the glass which holds the dust that measures all our time, which also shall be crumpled into dust. Mark here below how tame these ashes are, how free from lust, that thou mayst fit thyself against thy fall.